I think we can go live. There's no reason to not go live. Hello. Happy Friday, everyone. It's been a week. And during this week, Spyro has been filming for 72 hours, and I casually pop in. I don't do game development, but it's just been really interesting to see this guy. So if you don't want to watch me and you want to give him support for 30 minutes while he finishes this stream up, I don't mind. So yeah, I've had an interesting week. I hope you have had a fantastic week. I've had a very busy week. Here in Utah, it's something called Utah Tech Week. What is Utah Tech Week? It is a VC's excuse to get in front of startup co-founders. Not joking. Created by a bunch of VCs. But as Forge Utah founder, Forge Utah's my nonprofit, we've had several meetups, several events this week. I've gone to all of them except for one. I just could not go last night. Sorry, Todd. I know you can't watch. You're not going to be watching, but like today we got meetings. But I was evented out. Kind of like how I also crash after conferences. I just crashed yesterday. Just like couldn't move. So, but you know, I'll still stream if I'm in crash mode. I don't have to talk to people. I can just talk at them. I became part of the Utah AI 100. I don't do AI. Clearly, you've never seen me do AI on this channel. I'm a Go programmer. We had a wonderful Women Who Go meetup. We had 62 women show up for a Women in Software lunch. I didn't know there were 62 women interested in computers in the state of Utah, let alone actively pursuing careers in it. Had a great machine learning meetup. And then I need to figure out how our hacker meetup went. Despite that, I have been thinking about how to redo my meetup analytics tool all week. That is this meetup analytics tool. I am going to nuke this DB package. I think I've been thinking about this. I've redone my design. I've just been using, I'm visual. I'm a very visual person. I've been doing this to explore things. And I think, honestly, for the users of this tool, it would just make sense to dump CSV files. I don't think it makes sense to dump it necessarily into a database. A database was a selfish need, but it is reasonable enough to import CSVs into a database. So I can still maintain the state of a database. I can run cron jobs to export CSV files. I can run cron jobs to dump CSV files. So I can use dbt to run the freaking Go script. It's just a binary. So, like, at the end of the day, this is our new architecture. We're gonna release this tool today, so that anybody can download it and run it. This is what we're gonna be doing today. We're gonna release that, have it live on my GitHub. Then we're gonna start working on these. After this is all done and released and fantastic, then I'll start working on a proof of concept for an ephemeral data pipeline. That is my new goal, ephemeral data pipeline. So, that is the plan. Oh! Before we do that, we need to add a command. So, we're going to have an ad starting in 3 minutes, then we'll have a 3-minute ad, then we'll get started. So, while I'm thinking about this, you log in with Twitch. I know how it works. We're going to go to commands. Custom command. We're not working on this. Change this back. Cool. We're going to add one more command. And we're going to call this command lurk, because apparently that's a thing. People add lurk commands. And we're going to do exactly like what we did before. We just need to know what the variables are. Nightbot variables. User. The name of the user. So it would be... how do you use command variables? Just show me. Yeah, user, like that. Cool. So we'll say user has joined the... We're gonna increment the count, right? They said there was a count here. Count up, count down, count, variable that automatically increments. Is that how you spell hiding? Cool. Ad starts in 20 minutes, and then you're gonna get like a 3-minute ad. So, sorry about that, guys. Cool. Somebody wants to test out that lurk command. Oh, am I a part of AI Utah now? Does that mean I get planned? Like, am I a part of AI Utah? I just got a text about AI Utah, so now I'm wondering. Cool. Okay. We can work now! This pull request is about to die. Because it didn't make any sense. Close. Okay, we're gonna go over here to tags. I'm deleting all of the tags if I can. Delete tag. Yep, I do want to delete. I'm deleting all the tags. And then I'll see if I can... If their tags are... Stop it. Because all of these tags were for testing. I'm just doing cleanup. So, how's the music? Music too loud? The music should be super quiet on the stream. It's like blasting in my ear, but it should be super quiet on the stream. Okay. Hey. Interesting. That's ridiculous. Sorry, I'm talking to myself. Okay, let's go kill the DB package. That's what we're gonna start with, right? I never do this. I'm a data person, so can you imagine me killing the database package? That's... I think there's a little bit of irony. It's really 75% of my voice level? It's supposed to be like... the quietest thing in the world, Steel Toad. You're supposed to, like, not be able to hear my music at all. Oh, I know why. It's because I have it boosted. It is definitely mellow. I found this channel when I was teaching a course, and I really like it. So, that is probably still 50% of my voice level, huh? And I'm a loud talker, so... According to my sound editor, it's at 92% in my ears and like 12%. Oh, we'll do that later. The other thing I need to do is I added VI mode and it broke everything. So there's like a bunch of plugins, right? I need to figure out... Oh, they have a 1Password plugin? Anyway, I love the 1Password CLI. So I've been using VI mode. Which is fine. It's just this. This has like been killing me. Is going, I mean, you go through N to do everything. I need to get used to these. But the other thing I need to add, or else I'm gonna go crazy, is the history one. Because, like, I don't have history anymore. So if I can just do HS and find a command, I think it'll be so much easier than trying to navigate with it in one. So, sorry. I'm still on a freaking branch. I should, merge that, probably. There we go. Oh, I do have Mac OS here, and I don't even use it. Oh, I do have history? Nice. So I can just do HS anyway. So I can do HS, get checkout. HS, get checkout. Not get. Oh, that'll make my life so much easier. Cool. Okay, so we're gonna do a new branch. And I don't kill databases, so this is gonna be really funny for me. I need to open my Discord. Oh, we should have a, when there's actually people, it's GCB, kill database, by the way, not GBC. The Discord actually, Discord, where did Discord go? I think Discord didn't die. It's coming. So we're just gonna RF the DB package. Go to the main and kill our database. Parsing config is fine. We don't need that. This is like literally undoing the last PR I merged, but it's fine. Because we've done a lot of growth since that last PR. Oh, I need to find it. I don't use it in this file. Meetup analytics? Is that where it writes the database? I had it writing to the database, so I mean I can just build it and see where it's failing. See, then why didn't it give? I didn't. Here's the thing. I need to add a header. CSV files are only good. What do you mean? Warehouse is defined, undefined. Oh, I didn't use it anymore. Event date is declared and not used. I use it right here. I use it everywhere. What do you mean it's declared and not used? Oh, you mean I'm not passing it anywhere anymore? Oh, that's probably true because I didn't fix that here. This needs to be fixed here. I actually... Should I even care? Yeah, I will. I put all that effort into cleaning it up. All I need to do is time.format. Oh yeah, if it's just a string, then yeah, it's fine. I'm not actually doing any clean, it's just a type conversion, so. But I do need to add a header file. Literally undoing everything. Unexpected return. Oh, where did I... While has next page. Oh, I think I messed it up. Oh, this is wrong. Yeah, while for has next page. So yeah, that is correct. Where is... There it is. Undefined E. There we go. Okay, Neo format. What do you mean E? On line 57. What is E? Oh, E is an event. Oh, I think I deleted something I didn't want to delete. Yeah, I didn't want to delete that. There we go. is all remove database functionality. That is writing to a DB is now out of the scope of this tool. See, this is why I want to use the 1Password tool, so I don't have to do. So I don't know why I set up 1Password to manage my SSH, but I did. I did set up 1Password to manage my SSH. So there's that. Did you know that they've changed details? They're going to change details of my card agreement. It basically just says, unless you use your card, you're gonna have to pay for it. That's literally what it said. So I'll use my card. Okay. Where did it go? Make a pull request. Create a pull request, assign it to yourself. And then drop this in Discord. I'll merge it if nobody looks at it, but it's still in Discord in case somebody wants to look at it. I should be able to get a couple up there today, though. Now that we've made it releasable. Trying to release with the Seago build was just too much. It's just too much. Like, the amount of work I'd have to do to understand compiling with Seago was too much for this side project. Because I don't want to spend days working on the compiler. I want to spend days working on my pipelines. Oh, I need to run GoMod Tidy. GoMod Tidy. Why does my Vim decide to just not work anymore? Vim's acting like VS Code today. Should that be a tweet? It's just not executing commands. Oh, Jeremy's really improved his studio quality. I don't even think my camera's that nice. Well, sometimes it's all lighting and no camera, because I definitely, like, blow out my face in the lighting. Watch, like, I could make it dimmer and not blow out my face. We'll do that. We'll run with this today. It literally depends on how much light's coming through the window behind me, what the lighting I need to do is. Another Friday stream. Okay, so we're killing the DB stuff. We need this without the database. This was all so that we could have correct timing in DuckDB, which doesn't matter in a string. We still have CSV right, though, with the group map. Okay. Killed that. I'm good with it. I mean, I can't approve. Looks good to me. Even though I just force merge. Oh, it didn't even add that stuff. Revert it. Stop. Oh gosh, we'll just do go mod in the next one. Who cares? I don't want to actually revert it. No, I want to... No, just kill that branch. Nobody wants that. Where's that branch? Revert. Boop! Yeah, we don't need that branch. What I need is this to not die on me. Yeah. Was it iTerm? Was it iTerm being stupid? Because it's capital code. I need it to not care. That's who we call it master at work. Go release her. Okay, so let's actually release this. We'll start with a go mod tidy. And then the next thing we'll do is pop over here to go releaser GitHub. And then, yeah, I want this open. Don't need it signed. So we need to start first with the go releaser YAML. Yep. No, I just need the YAML, thank you. Oh, we can just do an init. Okay, let's just do that. Go releaser. Oh my god. Oh, it already exists? Killer. Oh, this is... We can do on Windows. We don't need this anymore. Cool. So that means on the GitHub, we need to GitHub workflows. There already is a release.yaml. Oh, and it's already set up. This is gonna do all my job for me. Oh, I need to remove the delete get tags. Nice. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, not 20. We didn't have a 20. Now, if I just do get tag, will it list them? Cool. 0. There we go. We did that. I don't want to do it on a pull request. If you only want to run on new tags, yeah, that's what I want. .github workflows go release. Okay, it is set. It has right permissions. Runs on Ubuntu. It's doing clean. Good. I want that. Now we're good. Okay, now I see if we can. So I'm just gonna create the pull request. And then I'll add a tag after the pull request is like up. Functions. Add go releaser action. We want people to be able to download and run tool. Like that's it. Yeah, right click. I'll get push. Cool. If anyone wants to review it, there's the second PR of the day in Discord. So now I can do HS get tag. HS get tag. Come on, guys. Not get tag delete. Oh, now it's just HS get tag. It's just looking for one of the two. Oh, it's list. I want to get tag add. So that is 6558. Okay, let's go check our MR. Let's go check our MR and then MR, PR. My goodness, who on earth is hell? I thought I created this one. Add pull request, add go releaser action. I use GitLab at work, and so they're like, MR, and I'm like, merge request. We're still using Kotlin, right? Sweet. Look at our known dependencies. Okay, let's add a tag. Get tag. This will be... We'll call this. What is the functionality in this? This pulls group and event counts. That's what it does. Like, it has the counts of how many events they've had, and it counts how many RSVPs. So that's what it does. So we do get push tags, I believe is what you do. Cool. So now we have this. I've added that to the MR. It's running Go Releaser. For the first time without Seago. Oh, look. What? Go mod tidy? Should we just change it to 120 and call it good? Ad starts in 1 second. I'm gonna delete this tag and start over. I can run go mod tidy. I don't know what the issue is. Oh, I think Go Releaser doesn't support Go mod tidy. Well, we don't need it in the Go Releaser, right? So that was a hook. I don't think I actually need that. Also, I'm using 121 to develop it, so I should be using 121 in my Go mod. Like, that's dumb. Go mod tidy. So I can do git tag. Oh, look, it's right there. 10, 27. Sorry. Git push force, because I did a git commit amend and not the other one. You know, everybody leaves when there are ads. But do you want to know why we run ads? Because my time is valuable and not enough people subscribe. Wait, why can't I change the... Oh. I can change the description. I can't change the description. Oh, gosh. Well, let me tell you. If I get 20 subs, I'll turn off ads. Straight up. Okay. Somebody said something about me. Okay, sorry. Now work. So it's my job. Didn't I just do a git tag here? Oh, it already exists. Let's delete the remote one. Lulu! Lulu! Hey! Hey! She's a... Shh. Hi! How you? You wanna come say hi to Twitch? Say I do. Come here. Up, up. Come up, get the mama. Come up, get the mama. Come up, get the mama. There's my big girl. There's the big girl. Hi, Twitch. Hi, Twitch chat. My name is Lulu. I'm big and I's a bucking. And I want mom attention. And I don't. She's a little camera shy. She's just a little bit camera shy. Huh, Lulu? Just a little bit? So, we're doing this project at work, and it's not like... Okay, let's try it again. It's just been... We're trying to meet this self-imposed stupid deadline that's not realistic, and it never was realistic, but we're getting a lot of business pressure for it because the business feels like I am pushing it. I am the blocker. So, you know how businesses are, where they're just like, can't you just work an extra 10 hours and get it done? Why can't you? Wait, what do you mean it'll take 2 months? Don't you usually just take 2 weeks? I mean, it's just code, right? So, those kinds of things. It's just code. And it's never just code. Because if it was just code, they would be writing it, right? Like, if it was just code, you wouldn't have an entire department dedicated to making sure one app doesn't break. Like, literally. I think it's working. I think we fixed the releaser. I think we've released it. So, like, all of the work I did 2 weeks ago was not in vain. The only thing we were literally missing the mark on was the Seago part. But now that Clearly I have... Oh, it worked! Do we have releases? Yes! Look at that! Now I can download it! Oh my gosh. It's a miracle! It's a miracle! I like how only one of them was signed off. What the heck is this? I don't care. This is just so exciting. I have releases. Oh my gosh, we finally did it. Okay. Now I'm thinking about work again. And I'm doing it on the side, you know. It's not like if I were to stream what I did for work, you would not get any of our internal data, anything proprietary. Like all I do is run config connectors. So yeah, there might be like a name or two or a token where I would like not be able to show you. But it's like a name or two, like one token. So I don't understand. So yeah. I probably need it. Sorry. Hopefully you're enjoying the music while I'm thinking about work. Yeah, I need to double check my permissions. Oh my gosh. So we are a pub sub subscriber. No, we can just consume, we can't create, so we should probably be a pub sub editor. Yeah, pub sub editor. Master. You gotta love Google permissions. I'm sorry. I got distracted. Should we just hit over here and look at this? We need to delete code coverage. Because it doesn't even run. Right? Doesn't even run. Just give me 2 minutes. And I can do this. Allow. You know, he's just doing a little bit of data manipulation. Right there. If there was a way to get fun music on Twitch and not get it in the recording, we'd have a lot funner music. Okay. Then we did it. We have that. Let's go ahead and we will merge. Yeah. Done. Go release is done. What did we call this thing? Oh, it's done. Go releaser is done. Right? So go releaser's done. Okay. Stop the stream. Right? We don't have anything else to do. Go releaser's done. Which is a lie. I know this is done and people can technically start downloading it, but there's a lot more that I need to figure out. So if I go back over here, config file versus CLI. We need to add CLI flags. That's the big thing. So I'm going to edit stream info just for fun. So as you can see here, you probably can't see it. It's probably too small. We have a config file, and the config file is like for permissions and stuff. The flags are for a runtime things. So that would be technically everything set up at runtime, but if we want to pull down different endpoints or different data payloads, that would go in a CLI flag. And then if we wanted to move it to a specific directory, that would go in a CLI flag. So those are the two CLI flags that I can see needing right now, which would mean we would need to add additional payloads. Or, oh, this could be really fun. I was talking about this the other day. In my O'Reilly class, when I was teaching my O'Reilly class, basically, we have a config file, but we also have we have a CLI string for passing the config path. So we can have different configs. We'll add different strings, but the idea is what we should do is basically we're going to have a set of predefined functions, and the flags are going to tell us if functions run or not. So we're going to be able to have Go routines running. We can run things in parallel. We can do some really fun stuff with concurrency. And what's more important is we get to use functions as types. Like, we're going to have predefined functions that are types, and we're going to pass it in. We're going to basically say, this is a slice of functions. And the slice of functions is defined by the flag. And so right now, right, we have essentially... I need to kill all of this. 1 minute. That needs to go. 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 Cool. Oh, and so does the exorcism one. This is, my main file is just basically not clean, right? So does GoBridge. The forge.json is fine. None of the CSVs get uploaded to GitHub. That's why I didn't even notice. But, like, they just don't need to be here. Well, when we need to GoBridge Finance. Yeah, there's none of those are things that I just need to have hanging out. Cool. So, let's start with defining what we have. So, right? So we're gonna have, well, this would be technically like a slice or something. So if we go to GoDoc, actually we can do GoDoc browser is what I want. Did that open somewhere? That opened the browser. Where's the doc URL? Like, you did not open GoDocs in there. There it is. Whew! So you can do a text var, you can do string var, you can do... just a variable? My dogs are having a blast out there right now. They're outside. I don't know if you can hear them, but they are barking like crazy. So I want it to be a slice. So if they don't have... flag set is the appropriate way to do this, by the way. But I think we'll add flag set. See, so a flag set represents a set of defined flags. The zero value of a flag set has no name and has the continue on error handling. Flag names must be unique within a flag set. Attempt to define a flag whose name is already in use. So this is nothing. I guess we don't need a flag set. A flag set would be really nice if we, like, basically had different... If we needed to have different sets of flags for each mode, but we don't. Like, that's why we're using the config file. So... I think we're just gonna want to use a string just like before. But basically do a split, like do a string split and create a slice ourselves. Cool. That's my thought. So nope, not that. It's not config path. It is should we say analytics types? It's not analytics functions. Should it be analytics types? Oh my gosh. Stupid deadlines. I want to just stream on Twitch. All I want to do is stream on Twitch. Okay. So this would be, I don't know. Should we just call it meetup endpoints? No. It's like, I'm gonna call it analytics because I don't know what else to call it. We will have one, right? So like, right now, gets groups. So this would be no. Anyway, my goodness, how is your guys' Friday doing? Are you being pulled in every direction? This is not the config file. This is the function to run for analytics. That is true. So if I were to open Tabe Meetup Analytics, this is actually in the build dataset. This build dataset is technically what we're actually calling, so it should be build event analytics for groups. So we should be, technically speaking, in this situation, I think we want to rewrite this to build 2 CSVs. Also, I should add additional stuff, I think. So we want it to have 2 additional. So it should be pulling a CSV of all of the groups and not like. Yeah. Like, this is the list of groups under your organization. I think that's the first one. And then the second thing we should be doing is so groups would be the first one, and then events should be the second one. And this particularly is event RSVPs. Like, this is what that does. So I think we could technically, should, not just could, but should break this into 3 different CSVs. So, merge my other thing. Sorry, you're getting a whole lot of. We're going to be refactoring today. If you couldn't tell. And while we almost. Why did this is not. This is just co-working. This is co-working while you stare at my Go code. This is like. Literally like I've got nerd sniped by my day job. So. What does a clip copied to your clipboard mean? I've been nerd sniped by my day job. Nerd sniped by my day job. Not even nerd sniped. Let's just. This is. Little did you know. You thought we were getting. I lied. Co-working stream. See? It's just a co-working stream. Co-working stream. There you go. Let's make this slightly smaller. What do you think? Should we make this slightly smaller? So while we're co-working, enjoy the music. The funny thing is, though, is so much of my job is wait and sit at this point in time that I might actually be able to get some work done. So, what we're going to do, we're going to have groups, events, and event RSVP. Right? And we're going to have a function up here. Function get analytics functions. And we're going to have to take the analytics function string, obviously. We're going to take that. First thing we're going to do is we're going to do a string dot trim. And we're not trimming that. We're trimming this. I think there's an error on that. And then second thing we're going to do, we're not replacing anything. We're going to do a funcs list. And we're going to have some kind of like a predefined map set up on a init. It hasn't stopped yet. It hasn't broken. Guys, you can be excited for me. You can't see the console if it's successful because I would get fired if I showed you my works GCP console. I don't want to get fired. The opposite of getting fired is what I want for my life. But holy F. This thing, I want to swear. Sorry. We are effing live. Not that. Edit. Kill you. So, copy this. Almost effing live. Like we are. The problem is I can't stop it. Back to our co-working. How do you stop? I'm doing another MR review. I had the music playing twice, sorry. Okay, we're about to get back into it, but I'm probably gonna be pulled away by work again, so whenever I get pulled away by work, it turns into a co-working stream, and we're just seeing how many times it flips in. You know. 3 hours. Also deciding what to have for dinner. Okay. He's quick. Okay, so we're gonna do funcs list. Oh, this needs to be a dot equals. Okay. String split, we're gonna split on the comma space. We're gonna split on the comma, and then we'll do a trim space when we set them. Yeah, we'll just do this for now. What I really want to do is this should be a map string func. That's what that should be. We don't need an error. Uh-oh. Lulu! Lulu, did you bark outside? Hi! Did you bark outside? Come find the mom. Dad's barking out the window. Barking. She comes and finds me after she's done barking. Lets me know that she barked at her friends and now she's done, but she's also very camera shy. I'm getting static in my headphones. Lila, you gonna go under the desk? You gonna go under the desk? Every time she goes under the desk, her static messes with my camera. You going under the desk? Say, yeah, that means mama scratched my face. So I want this to be a map string func where we'll have to figure, like, Yeah. We'll figure that out. But, like, essentially... Like, that's what we're returning, and that's what we want everything to be. And we're probably... Ooh, we might want to move this to the meetup one. We'll see. I think this makes sense in the meetup package a little bit more. Yeah, the flag comes from us, but the functions are going to be defined in the meetup package, so we'll just pull this out. And this is a very testable function. So we'll go over here under setup. Oh my goodness. Oh, I don't know if this belongs right here. Oh. Ooh. Oh, cool. Done. I should be done with work now for the weekend. Cross your fingers that I do not have... Jello! Hello, how are you? It's been... How have you been? Did you have a good week? Ready for the weekend? Because I am. I think this belongs here. I think those don't belong here. I'm being a little bit weird. Okay. We're making a new function. A function that's going to assign other functions that we have not yet created. These are all... Sorry. Functions. Do you like how it just automatically put fuck you? Like, it was just like, I was like, F you, and it was just like, fuck you. And I was like, oh. This should be tooling for connecting to the meetup. The meetup GraphQL API. Oh my goodness. Okay, now we can go back here. I like this better. Well, yeah, we're reciting that. That's why that's not Daughter Eagles. Like, ready to sleep this weekend? You finished up a big project? That's so nice. I did not finish up a big project because I've literally... Oh, yeah, this is analytics functions. No, we're just gonna call it analytics functions that we can't make though. Yeah. I've been working on a project for 3 weeks. Next week will be my 4th week, and the only thing, I'm literally using GitLab pipelines to deploy data flow workers. That has been my job, and it has been a mess of IAM permissions. Like, for 3 weeks. IAM permissions, IAM permissions, IAM permissions. Like, that's all I've been doing. So, what we need to do is for... I agree. We actually don't need to do this. This will just become key. We actually also probably don't need that. And what we are gonna do is this needs to come up. We're gonna be saying... No, should we just do anonymous functions for each one? It has been tedious, Jilu. It's been very tedious. But the truth is, such is life. are managed where? Oh, I can't look at that. Cool. I'm not going to redeploy that until next week because I do not have... So, the problem with it, what makes it so tedious, is that we have an open sandbox that's completely open in GCP, and then after that, we have essentially like a production-like environment, and in that production-like environment, we don't have very many permissions. Like, we're super locked down, which is fine. It's supposed to be production-like. So I understand the purpose, but, like, we're doing greenfield in something with no access. And so that's what makes it tedious. So I understand the reasoning, but makes it hard. So what we're going to end up doing here... Oh, we should probably have this also take a client, which would be client here, and we'll just call it client dot, and they need to have the exact same names. So the analytics key would then be the function that is client dot. Ooh. Like, I wish... We'll have to think about this. Let's go ahead and refactor the functions first. Because we should essentially have a map with all of these in there. We're just adding it to a queue. So that's the difference. The difference is we're not the map should be pre-created. So to do map of functions. I can't spell functions. Should be pre-created. So all we need to do is queue them up at XQGM, yeah. That's exactly right, and that's kind of why we have this prod-like environment first. Like, right, like this fake prod, which, I mean, to be fair, I've worked at companies that are like test in production. So I understand both sides of the coin. This side of the coin is I'm working at a fintech company, and there's... So, and we interact with banks. So in the banking industry in the United States, it's incredibly regulated, more regulated. And then they have it regulated. So the reason that we have everything locked down in our staging environment and replicating prod as close to the letter as we can is because of those regulations. So, like, we all get it. We know why we're doing that. Maybe this just needs to be... Could it just be a slice of functions? It can be a slice of functions, huh? That's not how you write slice of function. This is how you write slice of function. This is what I get from doing YAML. I forget how to write code. Okay. So when we do the setup, it's okay, I think, in this case to have a package level variable that is analytics functions, just like that. And when we call setup, which should be before this, we can, before we return, we'll say analytics functions, nope. And yeah, and so basically, and we'll just hard code this. I don't think there's any reason. Yeah, and we'll just call it like that. Yeah, cool. We've had a lot of things probably don't need yet. I think that's accurate. It's not used. Oh, that's because this should be bar. And that's exactly what I want. Index key must be... Key does not need to be an integer. Oh, I can't use that twice. This needs to be queued. Functions. Queued functions. Queued functions. Sounds like crude functions, right? Queued functions. Append to queued functions from analytics functions with the key. Bar analytics functions is unused. No, it's not. It's used right here. I make it. As long as I make it, it's fine. Get analytics functions is very unused. Because this is also needs to be exported. We can have it act on the client as long as the client's been created. So we don't need to pass this in. We can have it just like everything else. We're not doing, sorry. We're not doing that. I like how I have it as M for meetup. I wasn't even... Should we throw analytics functions inside here? Or keep it as that? I don't think I will yet, but I'm gonna keep that open. I don't have a problem with it being a package level variable yet. I may have a problem with it being a package level variable in the... Oh, do you guys want to look through some of the feedback from my O'Reilly course? I just gave a course on production memory management. Let's see what people say. Of the how do you rate this course, everything was above a 5. Are you satisfied with the technical level? 100% yes, they were satisfied. How was the audio quality? Everything gave it above a 6, so I am happy. What was the best part of the live course? Yes, it was the quiz. That's the best part of every live course. So, good. that live quiz was created on Twitch, so. Cool. So I don't know if we'll move that. So now what we need to do is figure out how we want to redo these functions. Not that one. So build data sets is what I need to break up. Everything else I think is fine. Get groups is fine, because we'll use get groups multiple times. So like in build data sets, we get groups. Why am I hard coding that? Okay. I don't know what to do with that. Let me tell you, this is why we have databases. Cowtail! Oh my goodness, how are you? It's been a minute. I'm doing great. I have had the world's longest week. I went on a probably 10-minute rant about how long this week was. Hi, Mr. Max. My dog came to see me. I have been running around doing events all week. It was Utah Tech Week here in Utah. Obviously, it's in Utah if it's called Utah Tech Week. I have a nonprofit that does events, training, networking enablement for technologists. And so if they're going to have a Utah Tech Week, we better be having events for technologists and not just Utah-based VCs, which is usually who goes to events. So I've been... We've done a lot of prep and had a lot of work for... Bye, buddy! For Utah Tech Week, doing these events. So it's been crazy. I literally crashed yesterday. I had an event last night, didn't go to. Didn't have to, I wasn't running it, but... Why? Why isn't... The file name is fine. The file name's not that big of a deal. We can do hard-coded file names. That's just a horrible file name. It was really exciting, really busy. I got to be part of the AI Utah 100, which means my name's on a list and in a book, and people started approaching me, wanting me to do stuff. There's this organization in Utah called the Women Tech Council that I loathe, because all of the people that they recognize are not non-technical people. I have seen every year they put up their top 30 or their top 100 list, and I have seen HR leaders on their top 100 list. I have seen sales leaders on their top 100 list. I have seen marketing leaders on their top 100 list. In my 6 years in software in Utah, I have never seen a single software engineer or product person or software tester or even tech support. I have not seen anything like that. I'd be okay if somebody's like, I'm the VP of customer service and I run the tech support team. I say that would be closer to where we want to go than the people that this Women Tech Council has so far recognized. Like, they have attorneys on the board and like clearly HR leadership, and I'm just like, no. So I have problems with that. Anyway, they're like, you need to be involved because, you know, you're a woman and you're important. And I'm like, I am involved. I have a nonprofit. So I'm here for the builders, not for the people seeking fame, fortune, and wealth. So we need to build this up. Like, build dataset is about to die. And then we're about to build 3 new functions. And we're probably going to mock them out as well. With an interface. Just for testing purposes. So the first one would be build func Is build dataset called in main? Hi. Does anybody know? Build dataset is called in main. This is perfect. M stands for meetup. You're making a simple search engine in your free time? My initial reaction was very mean, but to be fair, I think it was very mean. And it's not what I should be saying. I do respect that a lot. Because I do not know anything about search algorithms. And that's hard. So if you can make a simple search engine and figure out search algorithms, you're awesome. I think that can also be really helpful with a lot of... I've heard so many people being like, we gotta use LLMs for this, and vector databases, and but they just say it because buzzword. So yeah. That's a great thing, I think, after thinking about it. So good for you. Search engine. I don't know if I'd ever have the patience for that. So we're gonna make a group data. This is gonna return an error. Oh, that means it needs to be a function error, not a function. Boo. I think it could still be that. Giving all the context you enjoy high ranking. That's perfect. That's what everyone should be doing. So for this one, we still need to call get groups. Like this stuff right... Oh, I do have freaking headers. It's just hidden. So this goes for the wrong one. So this part counts. So build dataset needs to now be called get event RSVP data, because that's what it is. It is RSVP data. Cool. So we need this. So now we have what are we using our group map? We're just using it for that. So
it's 3:30 p.m. Let's go grab a glass of water and a snack.
It's 3:30 p.m. So what Google just told me. My goodness. It is 3:30 p.m. Oh, look, Nightbot showed up. Nightbot's been not moderating. It's only 3. I've been at this for 2 hours. I have so much time left. Oh, Lulu, did you come back to see me? Lulu. Did you come back to see me? Did you been outside? Yeah, they can see your nose. Yeah, Twitch can see your nose. Yeah, say I'm Lulu and I've been outside walking and I got the nose. Oh, I am not hiring. I am sorry, Cowtail. Nightbot. I need to update. We just updated Nightbot. Nightbot has not been working. Like, so I haven't even checked the timers. Edit. Let's do this. Let's get rid of hiring and put Discord. Because I don't work anywhere cool anymore, so I can't hire. Sorry. Oh, I don't have any cool commands. Like, I have nerd snipe and YouTube and Discord, and yeah, I don't. I do have gophers. I have more gopher emotes that I just haven't uploaded because who knows what I've been doing. Not maintaining Twitch, that's for sure. And so this needs to be an event RSVP. I'm okay with event ID, title, date, RSVP going. If I were to normalize this data, which I'm not, like this data is not like super normalized. What I do need to figure out is what's in group search that I care about. Oh yeah, we looked at this, and so groups is stupid. It's literally group, so it's ID and name. Like, that's all there is. So here, it's like ID and name. So like, we're just gonna be getting an ID. Well, group ID, and then we're gonna do a CSV write while this, so cursor string, flush after the pagination set. I'm flushing each time. Why do I have this called? I don't need to have this called. I do need to have close called. I don't need to have that called. No, I was gonna ask you if you were living in 1992. That was it. It's just a joke. Search engine? Are you living in 1992? But no, it's actually probably a really good technical task. Like, I don't need to give groups. I'm not using... Oh, I am using the group map here. Okay. That was it. Like, it's just a little mean. It's kind of a mean-spirited joke. So for this one, I don't actually need the cursor. I just need 4, right? Because groups is a map. Yeah. For ID and group. Kill events. Kill that. Which means I can kill this. Kill that. Kill that. I can put the... No, I don't want that. I want to defer this again. I'm So yeah. Oh, we're on an ad break. Sorry, I was... Oh, it's... I think it's just G. What do we have in Git group? What are we returning? Oh yeah, of course I have that duplicated. Why would I have anything else? So, ad gone now. Perfect. I didn't even start responding to your comment until the ad was done. I was like, no. So I read it. Search engines have kind of left our mind. We generally know where we want to go when we aren't searching, discovering anymore. We often have links provided. The other thing with search engines that are interesting is it's so driven by ads right now. So they like, honestly, I don't know how many search engines are actually giving you the best hit, or like they're definitely not doing too much with cookie scraping any, but a lot of it is like the algorithms are so different. So different. And yeah, a lot of people think LLMs will replace them, which LLMs are very different. Like, they're not search engines and the slightest, like... Yeah. Not even close. So, I know people use them interchangeably, but as far as the technology goes, I do not see them as similar in the slightest, right? Because LLMs are next word prediction. Like it's a reinforcement learning on top of a next word prediction, which is a transformer essentially. Not that I know how that works, because I don't. Yeah. These people that... Not very many people at my job know I stream on Twitch, so I'm trying to really casually be like, hey, yeah, I'm done with work for the day, without telling them, hey, I'm on Twitch, quit bugging me. Which is what I really want to say. Well, if you're like me, Cowtail, you've gotten really good. Like, I don't remember. When I was in school, they literally taught us how to do search. Like, they're like, if you do parentheses, it says must be required. If you use a comma, then it's doing an or. So, like... Like, I don't know, we're used to search engines. I don't think young kids are as used to search engines. Especially the ones that come from the Siri generation that were just like, hey Siri, tell me blah blah blah. When we're like, you know, where it's definitely become more conversational. Yeah, I don't use ChatGPT as a search engine. Never have. I use ChatGPT to create not movie scripts, but like YouTube video scripts, or to like help me flesh out blog posts. Like, it definitely is all for things I don't want to write, not necessarily for looking up information. It's all things I don't want to write. Okay, so we have groups. Did groups get finished? Okay, cool. So now, if we go to the top here, not there, we have two functions we want to add to our hard-coded thing right here. So we have analytics funcs, and get events is not one of them. It is... Oh, these can all be lowercase though. They don't need to be exported. So we have get group data and get event RSVP data. So I would call this groups. And this would be... Sorry, this needs to be after client is created, but before client is returned. C dot get group data, right? Because it prints the CSV. Yeah, asking questions as opposed to using a fuzzy search, 100%. The question, I mean, now they generate questions for you, but... Yeah, they recommend you use like... They'll... When they do that predictive thing, they predict English questions for you. Yeah, they definitely want you to... It made it easier for the user. I don't know. No, analytics. I don't have anything for member data, because member data is interesting. This one is event RSVP. And then let's go ahead See you Monday then. Gift ideas that my granddaughter will like. Yeah, like, if you parse that, that would not work. I mean, to be fair, that would... They are good for recommendations like that, probably. Or chatbot. How old is your granddaughter? Can we filter that down? Old people might be the best users of LLMs. I am scared. So my parents are in their 70s. I do not think I would ever think of getting them on ChatGPT. I don't know if they could handle it. I don't. Oh, do I have these capitalized? I do have them capitalized. Why didn't you figure that out? That those aren't things. Why can't it do that? Why can't it be func error? If that's the case, then we'll just have to make these not return errors. Which I'm okay with. Almost. That's pretty common for anonymous functions, which apparently I learned what those were called. Okay, I don't think small language models. I'm pretty sure that's a conspiracy. First of all, people call them small LLMs, which that is small LLMs are a conspiracy. But wouldn't a small language model just be a transformer? I want to know, is a small language model just a transformer? I don't know what they are. I don't know. The output of the model? So you're talking about, like, the reinforcement learning part, like the interactivity part of it? I don't understand what you mean by output of the model. I don't do AI. First of all, I may be part of the Utah AI 100, but that's just because I am Utah famous, which is not a thing. Like, there's famous, which would be the Real Wives of Salt Lake City, and then there's Utah famous, which means when I go to events, people know who I am. LLMs are just large language models, so I think 1 billion parameters would be considered large. Language being the desired output, being natural language for chat or instruct usage. So the number of parameters makes it large, and language is the output. So if you want it to be conversational, but it doesn't have as many parameters, then it would be a small language model. Okay. That makes sense. Oh, Transformers do. I've never heard of anybody using an LSTM as the arc behind an LLM. I've only heard of using Transformers. But Transformers are also the new shiny. Like, I feel like everybody uses Transformers. Like, LSTMs are the old shiny, and Transformers are the new shiny. You know how long it's been since I've done machine learning? I think the last thing I did was an LSTM example from the hands-on machine learning O'Reilly book. That is literally it. So yeah. No, I have to. These have to be. I changed my mind. They have to be exported. Because they're still going to get called in the main. So now we need to go back over here. These need to not have errors. So that means everywhere we have an error, we're just going to log and return. Which really stinks because we're returning a lot of errors. Returned too many values. Oh, I didn't do it on this function yet. What's up, Lulu? Where'd you go? Oh, did I skip this one? State space model is what I think you heard. Actually, I don't know what a state space model is. Don't know. Don't know. Let's see. Too many return values. Oh, it's not supposed to return anything. It also, it can just end without the return. I just run events. The MLOps meetup is one of the events I run, and I use that meetup to get other things done. Most meetups I only pay half attention. Okay, so now if I go up here, so I have a queued functions, a slice of functions. And instead of doing this, I agree. I know. First off, we have a meetup client, so we're gonna do meetup client dot get analytics functions. Analytics functions. That's what it's called. When we pass a dereferenced pointer to it. Yeah, I've spent most of my time avoiding machine learning and trying to understand lower level things. It is not undefined, it's literally right there. There it is. Okay, so now that I have this, I can do for actually I want to do a have I ever wanted to make my own programming language? No. I don't even know how programming languages work. I just want to know how they work. Maybe writing one will tell me how they work, but I just... Yeah, No, most of my projects at this point still involve me just wanting to make things to make my life easier. I guess that's where I've ended up. The only things I want to build are things that make my life easier. You can combine them. I get it. So far, none of them. What do you mean? An indirect? Oh, it is a variable of type string. Okay, we can just do that. Get analytics function. So this would be list of funcs. And then for list of funcs. Did I update that to not say, sweet, it doesn't say hiring. List funcs. If only everything could be a little bit more like Rust. Then we'd all be happy, right? For sure. I also don't know anything about... I used to have... Where is it? I'm surprised it let you write JavaScript. JavaScript... What is it? JavaScript is supposed to be muted in my channel. You're not supposed to write Java or Java derivative words. Oh well. Hi, Lulu. Hi, Lulu. Did you want to come say hi to Twitch again? Come on, come up. Come up. Lou might be getting ready to go potty. Come here. Lulu. That's the... See? Pattern matching, a lot of people are like, why don't we have pattern matching? It's just like, the only thing you're gonna get with Go is regex, and that's it. Hi, babe. I know it. You're getting ready. We might have to... We've got an ad break. Yes, that's my Doge. My Doge Lulu. I have a new emote for her that we need to upload to. A little Doge. When we start that next ad, we'll take him outside. It's in a few minutes anyway. So that should work. So this would... We don't have events. So that's... cool. And so before we go anything here... we should do this. If not, okay, we don't want to... We want to... log... I'm okay with continuing, but we should not. Like, I'm okay with continuing for now, but this should be... This is why you would use a key set. To do. We should return an error for invalid flag. How long have I been using Go, Steel Toad? I've been using Go for 6 years. Yes, you're right, Steel Cowtail. So the ad's starting in 3 minutes. And generics still don't... Pure generics, right? Still don't work with... I should... with Go, but the generic functionality, or the functions of generics they've had it now, I think do keep... are a more simplistic approach, but... What makes it okay, I think, is not necessarily, oh, it's adding complexity, is they've been able to leverage it to make things like the compiler faster. And so if Go can make the internals of Go better with generic tooling, then I think it still fits in that spirit of the original Go. I have never used generics either. I have had no use case for it. Maybe one day I will. I find that people that make low-level things do. Like, those that interact with databases probably use it a whole lot more. But I make high-level things, and my high-level things have contracts. And contracts usually depend on types of behavior. And type behavior doesn't allow for generic typing. Right? Isn't that how Go works? I don't know. Oh, so we... Oh, we're using the wrong log. We'll fix that after ads. I'm taking my dogs to the bathroom. I'll be back in like 5. I'm back. Had to take the dogs out. Hope you, I like this song. So I was using the wrong log package. So do a log printf and call it good. I was just thinking as I took the dogs out, we've had some pretty hot takes today. I don't want this log. This log is garbage. I want this log. So yeah. Oh, now my dogs are gonna start barking. So the map is now pre-created. So that'll be good. Should we test this? Well, before we test it, this right here. Oh my gosh. I was talking to I have Slack open, and my manager is messaging me, and I have a much too casual relationship with this manager. Some managers I have very formal relationships with, and some managers I have very casual relationships with. And some anyway. So he told me anyway, I've been making this joke recently about how I'm a subject matter expert. And he said, "Oh, that's why you make the big bucks." And I said, "I want to make the big bucks. Where are they?" And then his response was, "I don't think our company has them." Oh gosh, that's a good one. That's a one-liner. I don't think my company has the big bucks. That I like. I don't think my company has the big bucks. So. Oh, why does go tests never work? Yeah, it's fine. Go. Since Vim hates me, well, so I should be able to, right here, do escape, backslash, and then I do go tests, and then I go enter, and I go and nope, that wasn't it. What the heck? We'll do this. Oh, grep was already there. Go test. Go test dash all, and I just need it in meetup. And so now I should have, why didn't it send it to a file? Oh, and no. HSGO tests. Oh, I forgot the W. -W, which means create the test. Look at all those. Now I have test files. Oh, let's make a branch. Mariah, add function flags. Now let's run it. Invalid function name, event RSVP. That's good to know. And it should actually be in meetup. Oh, it's event RSVP. Look at that. That did exactly what I wanted it to do. And it should... Let's return an error. Also, did I change what the functions were called? Can I just do this? It does have two. I'm getting to the point where I'm about to move the Vim one because I think I don't like how it messes with my flow. Oops. Edit meetup analytics. So event RSVP, and this is still temp. This should be groups. Should we call it meetup groups or just groups? I'm happy with that. Why did it just welcome me to my own chat room? It's not like Twitch. Okay, so it is not event RSVP. It is event capital RSVP. And those are the defaults. Thing is, it didn't actually call, like, it didn't call them. Closures! That's the word I've been trying to remember all day. closures. Let's remove the GoFunk. Let's print this. Okay, so we do have 2 functions there. Are we getting a race condition? I was getting I needed a weight group. Silly Mariah. I just needed a weight group. It wasn't that complicated. Nothing too hard. Pepperoni pizza. I'm ordering dinner while I'm waiting for this. Okay. So, personal projects. This is my personal project, Cowtail. I'm building a meetup scraper. No, I feel like a lot of my this is as close to personal project as I get for software work. No, I don't want that. I do have... Okay, I have both files. Cool. So... sync. Nah, it's fine. Yeah, so this is the only personal project I'm working on. I do have like a couple of things that I've been doing on the side that are not software projects. I will be speaking at Data Council in Austin. Oh, I need to tell GopherCon Brazil that cost too much money. I've been teaching courses at O'Reilly. Go courses, Go programming courses. Wrong email. I've started swimming on Twitch again. I'm gonna start making more curated videos. Where is... There it is. So after I get this project done, I hope to start working on some content. Like, yeah, I guess most of my personal work has just been content creation. Look at that. There's no error on that function. But I do now have to use another one to call this. Yeah. So now I can have them both running in parallel. I would really like to use this stuff though, not the meetup thing, but the second half of this course to do some stuff with ephemeral pipelines. Well, what am I drinking? Wait, groups are neat. I'm drinking Dr. Pepper. 0 sugar. That's my favorite one, is Dr. Pepper 0 sugar. Weight groups are neat. I used to use them without understanding how they worked. I was like, oh, I have a go routine, I need a weight group, and that's not the case. Always. I also didn't know where to put, sometimes I would put the weight inside the function. So, it's fine. But this is exactly, I just want you to be able to, I'm not passing any of the flags because I'm using the default. You also have a Dr. Pepper. That is the world's, Dr. Pepper makes the world go round. And there's a line. There are Dr. Pepper drinkers and Dr. Pepper haters. So either you drink Dr. Pepper or you hate Dr. Pepper. And I'm a Dr. Pepper drinker. Love it. I've always loved it. Part of that is being from Oklahoma. Oklahoma is huge into Dr. Pepper. Huge. So. But it's fine. So, I don't know how long this is gonna take to run. But I got a lot of stuff to do before this is even close to finish. So we're adding the conf flags for the endpoint. So we're working on this one. Like, literally, like, I don't think these are, like, cross-off checkpoint things. This is kind of fun. But we'll get this running. The next one is definitely, I want to add the flags for the file, because if I can put them in a file, then that makes this DBT job thing a whole lot easier. I would obviously use a separate repo, because I do not believe in monorepos. It only took one experience at a company that did believe in monorepos for me to not believe in them. So, does that mean we did them wrong? Oh, I don't know. I should have done the other config file, the short one. Yeah, this one might... You heard of DuckDB? So DuckDB is SQLite for analytics. That's what it is. So this was running and it was just taking a long time. Because it does, it just takes a long time. And it's gonna take a long time to do the events the way I'm doing the events. So. Okay, so I should be able to, what's the... If I was doing a CLI framework, I would have help, but I don't think... I just need to see what is config. The config path flag, okay. Go run main.go config path would just be forage.json. This one has fewer data points, so it won't take as long. One thing that'll be interesting about this, since I have it running in Go routines, is rate limiting. Like, if I were to create 100 different functions, which I think at max I will have 10, which is why I, don't think it's a big deal. Are we not marking them as done? Is that the thing? Jelu? Mono Reapers are good depending on the side of them. I don't have anything, like... My thing is not... Oh, I dislike... I think organizationally they have a place. I just don't... Contextually, I find them hard to understand. Also, the company that had the monorepo, apparently it wasn't even an egregious monorepo, and it was ridiculously hard to work with. Like, there weren't even rules around it, but there was a self-imposed regulating body. So it was definitely a process problem. More than it was a problem with monorepos. I know some people that swear by them, so... And I don't understand. Oh, look, it finished! Oh, not even that bad. So this... Awesome. How far back does it go? No, this only goes back a year? No, it goes, how far back does it go? Oh, we can just do this. 294 events. That goes back to 2018. Nice. I want you to know that 293 was my very first event. This right here was the first meetup I ever attended. So. And now I host a bunch of meetups. So if you were to use my release thing, you should be able to use it as a CLI and just be able to pass the flags. Right here, this one. Special guest. Data as a primary enabler of machine learning. This is the new name. We need to change that name. Okay. Oh, the last one wasn't uploaded 4 years ago, was it really? I thought I added my podcast to it recently. I add podcast to that playlist. I thought I did. No, there was one added. I spoke at a meetup last week. I didn't upload it. It's at a different channel, but not last week. In June. There should be in the playlist. There should be more. Last updated October 27th, 2023. You can't sort them by date? That's the most recent one. Can I sort them by date? Default sorted. I'm gonna default video order to newest to oldest. How's that? I also don't want this in that playlist. So, edit talks given, videos. This doesn't belong there. I've updated the order. Yes, most of my talks are very old, but I should get back on the circuit this year. Woot woot! Okay. Cool. So now that we've got that figured out, let's figure out how I want to test these functions. I don't know what's in that config, so just give me a second. Oh, we're killing that. Okay. That was just another thing I downloaded back when I was trying to make Go Releaser actually work. Go Releaser's so dumb. Nope, it's not Go Releaser that's dumb. It is Seago that is dumb. I'll tell you that. It's Seago that is dumb. So yeah. You'll end up watching Gopherpalooza on GoLearn. That talk I gave so many times. So that talk is literally in this playlist probably 12 times. I was writing a CFP for GopherCon last night, which is a talk proposal. And they're like, list conferences you've spoken at before. And I'm like, can I just share a... I just wanted to share a playlist. I'm like, no. I was literally like, if you don't know who I am, it's your own dang fault. That was my opinion of them, because like when they start asking for speakers before and stuff like that, they were, And where have you spoken at this before? Have you given this talk before? It removes the anonymity from it. Like, if you're supposed to be doing this double blind and anonymous, and you want people to start showing you when they've given a talk before, you know? So, where's meetup test? This is meetup test. Cool. I'm gonna kill that. That doesn't need to be there. We use reflect in testing. Get input variables? What is get input variables? Oh gosh, they must have done all of these in a single file. Oh, then I should start with the other one. We were in a meeting at work. Oh, that's not what I wanted. I do not do Go at work anymore, and it's a sad thing. Oh, it's doing the API functions. Oh, I don't want to test the API functions. Those are probably the ones I need to test the most. They are the ones I need to test the most, my goodness. Oh. I need to add all of these. Gosh, dang it. So what was I talking about? We were in a meeting at work. We work in Python at my. That's not what I wanted. Okay. So why does meetup test have a duplicate of this function that's also in that one? No. So this doesn't need any functions that are in a different one. I must have duplicated it. Steel toad. It says do X and Y. I believe you. But GraphQL is a pile of poop. GraphQL as a technology is very valuable. Meetup's GraphQL API is a pile of poop. So, a lot of these things that are part of oh, that's why it's in there. That's an old function and we moved these. So I don't need to do that anymore. So because the Meetup GraphQL package is a pile of poop, we have that. And basically all it is formatting a GraphQL payload. That's all it is. Yeah, so this one didn't do get analytics functions, and that is the one I actually want to test, so I'll have to set that up myself. So yeah, you should worry whenever it says do this and that, because that usually it means that your function's doing too much and you should break it into multiple functions. You're 100% steel toed. 100 is where you're living. That's the world you're living in. But I have found the exception to the rule, and that is Meetup's GraphQL API and formatting payloads. Because that's all it is. When I say inputs and variables, it's not. It's all of the things that I'm inserting into a string. That's it. It probably could just say format payload, but it doesn't because it's a pile of poop. And we don't want a client, but we do need a client. So this would be M client, right? And what we want is a slice of function and want error is a boolean. So we do a trun testing.testfunc. No, we want this to be tt.m dot get analytics ttfuncs is equal to list funcs comma error. Yeah, we can do that, and then we'll say you don't actually need to return that. The tooling handles itself. Cool. So now I can add test cases for this. One thing I need to do as prep for this is I just convinced myself. Remember how, like, earlier I was like, what? Should this be part of the client? It's part of the client now. Oh, that's really circular. Ooh. Ooh. I don't like that. I'm undoing that. But I can call setup. So we're not gonna actually set up. Ooh, we can. Sorry. We're gonna do that. And so here. Oh, I can't do that. But I can add parameters. Cowtel. I wish websites had a keywords meta tag. I don't know what that even means because I avoid websites. I don't build websites. I like, my brain breaks every time I try to build something with a visual element. What do you mean? Oh, my finger hurts today. I had surgery on my finger in November. On this finger right here. And I've been doing physical therapy ever since. And my physical therapy is starting to get a little bit more intense. We're working as a little bit less on. We're not working any less on mobility, but as we've started to achieve certain thresholds in mobility, we're starting to work on strength, and oh, that hurts. Yeah. So I'm not gonna do client here. We're gonna go back to args. I almost never use an args struct. Almost never. But this is the first time I think I have a legitimate reason for it. And that being, in HTML, there's a meta tag meta, and yes, I agree. They should. That's a data problem. I get that. Just classify all your websites as to what their purpose is. I love that idea. Keywords, they should every website should have a set of tags that define exactly what their content is about. That is a data problem, Cowtel, and I love that. Because I am a data person. I love data, even though I don't do AI. Don't do it, but I love me the data. Love it so to my core. Yeah, they just have a title and description and are like, yeah, that's fine. But the thing with that, which makes it a data problem, is now they're not classified. It's like what is it? Like if you were going to search all of, like, I guess this is for your search engine, right? That makes it hard for you to classify them. It makes it hard for you to search and parse. It gives Google the advantage, obviously, because they can do it their own way and they can actually scrape it and whatnot. But like, I understand that makes it a data problem. And if you had those meta tags, guess what? LLMs would be all over them, all over. So we want funks to be in here. Oh, sorry, I don't want to list it. I just want this to be type argstruct. We want funks. Then we want a bearer token, which is just a string and a proname. That way, if at any point I start putting checks on the bearer token and proname, which I probably should, I'm going to go ahead and while I'm here, since I'm adding tests, I think it probably is out of scope for this PR, but it is not out of scope to make a comment. I don't need to refresh this if it's the CLI. Sweet. Oh, check for valid bearer token and proname. Also, I mean, when Google started, HTML was also bread and butter and relatively new, and we didn't understand the data problems around it, right? People weren't... Yeah. But now it's just a basic data problem. Like, how hard is it to say, if you want to be classified into this search category, add these meta tags? I'll tell that last problem right there. That is social media marketing. Jalu, yeah, there's an entire industry of SEO. Like, I mean, it is just a scam. But I would say that that's probably the second biggest industry in marketing is SEO. But it is just a scam. Social media marketing, though, with all keywords, right? How many tags can you add? Because I guess keywords is how social media lives. People do the same. YouTube. So I've done YouTube since 2011. And yeah. That's not... I'm really glad that it's trying to, like, help me. But the format has this at the end. That's what I said. Yeah, so I had somebody trying to tell me, oh, you need to add more keywords to your title. I'm like, no, you just add... Titles are short and catchy. They have an entire bar for keywords for their search algorithm. And not only that, they have... Google's search algorithm not only looks for keywords, they look for in that. They do keywords in your description, and since they generate subtitles for all of your videos, they'll pull keywords out of the subtitles. Then once the compression, and they do all of this while they're uploading your video. So then they can compress it, kill all of the metadata attached to the video, and they already have their predefined list of hashtagged keywords for the search algorithm. No, I don't think the positions as much search, but it is definitely... I mean, it is Facebook marketing. Social media marketing is just Facebook ads. I love that, Steel Toad. You won't believe number 6. Oh, that is on point. Do you think it'll generate a bearer token? Oh, that's perfect. Proname can be test. Like, according to me, that's a valid. It just needs to be a string with letters in it. So, we have a want slice of functions. So right now, And it is not that. It is... Oh, that's going to be interesting. Because what makes this interesting is we have to have the client. So I was planning on setting the client up later. I can't set the client up later. I have to set the client up ahead of time. So now we're back to Funks and client. Well, I mean, they have image vectors, so you could like reverse image search, right? It's literally just a numerical representation of them. But speech to text is a different representation. And then they can do it across the audio files as well. So that's 3 different methods for analysis that I doubt they're using. But they could be. Okay, so I changed my mind. Again. We want client and we want funks. And we're just gonna do client is just gonna be set up here. Lighthouse report should be green. I don't even try. This is why I don't want to ever build, like, I set up a business last year because of the courses I teach on O'Reilly. So I set up a business for the content that I create last year. Last year I set up the business for my content creation. And I was like, oh, I should build a website. I decided to just use Linktree because they manage SEO. Like, they will do all of that for me. And then, so, like, basically, I have a Linktree in social media, and I don't need a website. If people Google Soy Pete Tech, they'll get Linktree or Instagram or Twitch. Like, I don't want to... Those guys do a much better job than I think I could ever do. So why would I even try? So client would be... We'll call setup... bear token and test. Now I'll get the client and it'll work exactly like how I want it to work. And so this name, bear token test, we can kill. Client M client. We want error false. And we want funks. And like, in theory, like, it would be great to, like, I do have a custom URL. I own the soypete.tech URL. But, ooh, will this get mad at me for doing client.this instead of m.this? That's a good question. That might be different. That's I think the deep reflect is going to fail. It might not. It depends, because they point to the... They should point to the same place. As long as they point to the same place, it should be fine. You totally agree with my thoughts? Thank you. And that is why I don't build websites. This is literally, I did this, so I figure I might as well. No, we don't. We should get no funks. We should get nil here. And want error. What do you not like? I did something wrong. And it's... That shouldn't matter. Unexpected operand semicolon. So you don't use... You're at 9 p.m. That puts you 4 hours ahead of me. 4 hours ahead of me, Jelu. 2 hours is East Coast. 4 hours... That's past Canada, so does that put you in South America? Where's 4 hours ahead? Have a nice weekend. Thank you so much. Oh my goodness. That's gotta be South America, right? Cowtail's right. I'm sorry. It's Atlantis. I apologize. I shouldn't try and guess where you're at, but I just... I made it to the state geography bee when I was 11, so I have certain nerd traits that pop out. On line 39? Oh, well this... If error equals now Argentina. Buenas noches. Hace mucho tiempo he estado en Argentina. Mucho tiempo. So, tenga una buena noche. Argentina is like Atlantis, though. You heard of Argentina in the news? Have you heard of... Hey, Cowtail, did you hear that Messi went to Miami? It's the only reason we know of Argentina is because of Messi, right? Ad break in a minute and 30 seconds. This will be our last ad break. I might get... God, if God does not equal right here, that's it. Found it. Undefined. Get analytics funk. It's because it's get analytics funk. It should be plural. Did it not start the ad, or is the ad over? That was the last ad of the night. Yep, ad is over. Okay, I think this test should run. Log.printf does not support error wrapping directive. It does not. Who's using W? That should be Evie. Okay. I have to put an exclamation point at the end or else it's just gonna take me all over the place. Test setup launch, so that didn't work. I knew the reflect dot equal would break. Setup equals. No, they're the same. Let's see if we can get. Come on. It always sends me over here when what I want is like right here. So the deep equal is fine. It's actually the pointers were the same, and that's what's really annoying. I wonder how long that will take as well. Yeah, I guess it depends on how many websites you visit. Yeah, their corresponding elements are deeply equal. Tell me how this pointer and this pointer are different than this pointer and that pointer. They're like the same. But I know the issue is this is a copy. So I bet if I did this, if I did pointer to a client, and here I point to it, and this be just those two, right? That doesn't matter. Then in theory, that might change it. Because then it wouldn't be copying it. Right? Twitch, Reddit, YouTube, and then Stack Overflow. My comment. So I would say the websites I am on: Google Docs, Gmail, Twitch, YouTube, and GitHub. Like if I were to say what I spent, that's it. Those are the websites I spend any amount of time on. And then for work, add whatever garbage, you know, Jira and Google GCP Docs. Let's try this. I want to quit that first. Let's. Cannot use client library client as pointer to client. Oh, here I need to have it be a pointer as well. No. They're the same pointer. You probably have index 90% of them. They're exactly the same, and that's annoying. Oh! I know why! The underlying values are the same, but the slice itself is wrong. I can do what I usually do. Which is just cheat and do length. Or... Oh, that's a map. What if instead of doing this, I do... These are in the same... So it should be fine. Go test. That didn't fix it. The world... You don't need to make a news website. You just need an RSS thread with things that are actually relevant. Like, that's pretty much it. I think we would be a much happier place if we just lived off of RSS threads. Yeah, it's because want... The underlying... Yeah, the deep equal's not gonna work. What I do and stuff like this... I mean, I think it's just a networking protocol. So I... This is like my hack when I'm dealing with slices, that even though the elements map to the same place, I don't think that they each have their own underlying array. So the elements may be the same, but the arrays containing the elements are distinct, and that's the problem. And gotta love Go for being deep equal. And like, I don't want to go do a for loop and be like, you'd have to do a weird contains thing, and Go doesn't like contains, unless it's a string. Okay. There we go. So this is one function done. Oh gosh. Look at everything we've done today. I think, let's actually, before we do that, get restore staged. Let's do all of the other tests that, like, I still want to have those in this MR. Anytime you run into a loop, your mental fortitude decrements. Did you know that there is a VS Code mode for NeoVim? Or is it a NeoVim for VS Code? It was probably, honestly, my plugin. Now, where's the... Don't they... You... I can't spell. Mariah cannot spell. I didn't know either. NeoVim just responded to me, but they responded to something that I mistyped and didn't make any sense. Okay, so now this is a much more logical git commit. Let me sign it. I've just gotten in the habit of signing everything. If AI replaces all programmers, we will still have to be prompt engineers. It will build something, but it won't be what you want. So you'll just have to sit there and figure out the correct prompt to be able to get it to build. Yeah, exactly. It could be a Koopa turtle, like from Mario, or a tortoise turtle, or a sea turtle, or a sick turtle. Like, you never know. You gotta get really specific. Types of data. Oh, I should change it to just do one flag. Like an all flags and a one flag. Yeah, we'll add that and then that'll be the last. Let me merge this, add the one more. Oh, dang it. I don't have time. I gotta go get pizza. I'm out of time. Okay, we're merging this MR, PR. Oh my goodness. Then we're done. So in the meantime, oh my goodness. I will finish that. But first, let's figure out who we should raid. So I'll give you 2 minutes to vote on who we should raid. Even if you don't stick along for the raid, you should vote. Okay. There we go. You get 2 minutes to vote while I finish this MR message. Oh my goodness. Ads. What was the function called? Analytics. Which is a list of the types of... Which is a list of the data sets, honestly. It then parses the list and queues up functions. Okay. Up the corresponding functions. Okay. So this is the first part. Yes, I know there's more things that we haven't added, but that's not... Oh my goodness. This is the third PR we've made today, but this one is draft. So if I'm creating a draft PR, I'll assign it to myself, but we still got some work to do. 2 for CM Grimming. That is the raid. Boo. I voted for Salty Dolphin. Okay. Griffing. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for hanging out today. It was a great stream. We got a lot of stuff done, even though half of it was co-working, and then the other half was getting stuff done. But I 2 hours of getting stuff done, an hour of co-working. So, I will see you next week.